Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing well. In the last episode you saw that I'd had the boiler fitted and I'd wrapped the worktop in the pantry using this gorgeous DC fix. I then made a start on refreshing the kitchen and I started pulling down the polystyrene on the ceiling, but then got seriously fed up and decided to work on the back room instead. So here's what I've been up to since then. You will be very pleased to know that the ceiling tiles are down. So if you've been following over on Instagram, you'll have seen this kind of like in real time. In total, there were 80 tiles. It actually only took me an afternoon, but the ceiling is a complete mess now. A really messy job. These middle tiles were stuck on with filler, I think. So there's definitely no way that I can just paint over this. I don't really want to pay to get it skimmed or boarded over, because once that wall comes down in the future, the whole lot of the ceiling's going to be done and it just seems a bit pointless. But I could probably board over this myself and just like fill the joints and paint over the board rather than skimming it. There's absolutely no way I am going to even attempt to skim a ceiling, because I would absolutely lose the plot. So you will also see that all of the wallpaper has been stripped off behind me. So this, I was actually going to put lining paper over, but to be honest, I think it will be fine if I just fill in some of the cracks and paint over it. So that will save me a job. I've cut out a piece of cardboard to give me an idea on the size of the cooker unit. I've actually already been to B&Q. I've picked up a hob. I've got two, they're upside down, but I've got two 30cm cupboards for either side of the oven housing unit, which, now I'm thinking about it, I could actually make bigger. Jasmine, move. This would be the size of it, with the oven in the middle and the 30cm cupboards on either side, which still gives plenty of space on either side. So I had a look at the difference in price between the 30cm cupboard, a 40cm and a 50cm, which I've cut out here. Jasmine, come on! Jasmine, move! Okay, so Jasmine's going to be in the middle of all of this. So if I was to have the oven housing in the middle and 50cm on either side, that is basically how much space it would take up. So I'm definitely thinking that I'm going to take the 30cm cupboards back and change them for a bigger one. I'm just trying to decide whether I'm going to go 40cm or 50cm, because I can't really put these in whilst I've still got appliances to move in case there isn't enough space. So that's basically the gap that I'd be left with a 50cm cupboard, which isn't very big. So I think the 40cm may be the way forward. So I will obviously need to move this radiator, so I'm going to have to drain the whole central heating system down to get that shifted, but I can't put that on until all of the appliances are in, because I don't think they will fit through here. So I'm a little bit in limbo at the minute. I've got an electrician coming in a couple of days to move the cooker point. So one thing that I need to get done before then is the radiator, so that needs sorting out and build up the cupboards. So I'm going to do that later once I've decided what's going on with them. So there is a worktop shop, warehouse type thing that's not too far away that I've had worktops from before. I'm going to see whether they've got an offcut, because I am going to be wrapping the worktops. They don't have to match, as long as they're the same thickness. I'm not bothered what colour they are. So they're really funny with, they never have like set opening times. You can go they're shut, you can go they're open. So I need to try and get there and see what size worktops that they've got before I decide on the cupboards as well, I think. Because if they've only got a smaller cut, then I will have to go with smaller cupboards and vice versa. So something else that I've been cracking on with is dripping in the living room. Oh God. So I've still got just a little bit to come down on there, and I've only done part of the ceiling. That's pretty difficult to sort out. I've got some sockets going in here in a couple of days as well, so I've decided that I want this alcove cupboard to come out, so there's going to be sockets in each alcove and one on each of these walls. And I was toying up with the idea of maybe just trying to paint over this like with white first and then trying to see how it looked, maybe give it a sand down before I paint in the final colour, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fix the ceiling, and I would rather get this skimmed. So I've texted a plasterer that I used a few years ago. He's hopefully going to come and price up over the weekend and see whether he can actually fit the job in. So I'm actually starting back at work full time in a week. So what was initially going to be kind of like a budget living room makeover is now going to be the whole hog, because I'm going to have money coming in to pay for it. So I don't want to scrimp on it really to then have to redo it again in the future. I'm obviously going to go all out with getting the wood burner done. I want the walls looking really nice, and I'm going to be putting new carpet down in there. So I don't want to have obviously new carpet down, then be messing about with plastering further down the line. So the living room's going to be a little bit of a longer process because I am going to be getting it plastered. So that's things like obviously with the decorating and stuff that I can do in the evenings and at the weekend. So I don't want to be messing about now in like my last week off work, fannying about doing the skimming, which won't be that great. So I shall be leaving the plastering to the professionals for big jobs like that. So I need to now go and see whether I can get a worktop that's the right size, take those cupboards back, change them and get some of those built, get the radiator out and just try and get organised for the cooker to be put in over the weekend. So I had absolutely no luck with the worktop place. I don't know whether football's on today and they've closed early or what, but there was absolutely no one there. So I'd messaged someone on Facebook Marketplace about a worktop. They were taking ages to come back to me, so then I thought I will look on IKEA, and IKEA have got a 1.86 metre length of worktop for, I think it was 25 quid, which you really cannot complain at. So I've asked my mum to take me to IKEA so we can pop that in her car, so I've got the worktop sorted and I can get the cooker section cut out tomorrow, and then that will all be ready for when the cooker electrics are sorted out. The oven housing is now built. I just need to put in the shelf sections for the oven to sit on. The oven's not actually due for I think another 5 or 6 days, so we'll be without an oven for a couple of days, but good excuse for me to have a takeaway. So I'm going to head over to IKEA now because I do need to pick up a few more bits for the pantry, because I wanted to get some different shelves, so I did want to go there anyway. So back from IKEA, I got the worktop, which was 25 quid I think. So in the morning I need to go to B&Q and swap over the cabinets. I think I'm going to go with the 40cm cabinets on either side. My mum's going to come over tomorrow, hold the worktop whilst I cut it, and I can get all of that sorted out. So job is a good one. So I'll just do like a little mini haul of what I got from IKEA. Picked up a couple of little shelves for in the pantry. So I'll be using these brackets which I bought the last time I went to IKEA. Couple more plant pots. It's actually a bit difficult to see in here now with the lighting. This clock, which looks really nice out of the packaging actually. It's like a weird mix between gold and silver. So that's for in the kitchen because I'm a clock down because the cats broke one the other day. I picked up a couple of bamboo a new bedding set and a couple more spice racks, and also these lights for underneath these cupboards here. Ignore whatever this is on my face. I think I've had an allergic reaction to something. So I'm actually going to give my bedroom a paint tonight because I don't like the pink in there. I just want to get it looking a little bit fresher, so that's why I bought the new bedding, just to kind of get it a little bit more neutral and matching. So I'm going to give that a whip over tonight and then get it all looking a little bit more decent tomorrow, as well as cracking on doing things in the kitchen. Everything is cleared out of here. The bed is the only thing left in, just stood up out of the way. I'll move that into the middle once I've got some sheets down. So the thing that I love about this room is it's not attached to the neighbour, so I can just carry on doing this until the small hours of the morning if I have to. I managed to get all of this painted last night. I think I was at it till about maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock. I had probably about 45 minutes in between then, but it's actually looking so much brighter in here. The magnolia covered really well. I never, as a choice, pick magnolia. It was simply because there was some left over. It was quite old, the paint, so it was really clumpy, so I had to keep pulling bits off, but it did cover really well. There's maybe just a couple of little bits of pink that can be slightly seen through, but I might just nip around if I see any bits and cover those over. But I'm quite happy with how it is. I gave all of the woodwork just a lick over. I've not done the back of the door because I'm on the very last drip of paint. I've not gone over the front of the doors. I just need to give them a clean up because it does actually look as though these were painted relatively recently. But I did just give the top of this a coat of paint because I have been doing my makeup here, so it was a little bit dirty and scratched. But so much brighter in here now. I'm going to get on with the cleaning of the carpet and then put everything back in the room. So as well as decorating my bedroom, I actually managed to get the radiator off last night. So I drained down the whole central heating system. So I'm just going to move this out the way, and that's going to be one of the last things that gets done. I will have to do it before the laminate flooring goes down because I need to sort out the pipes here. So I just cut off the big lengths of pipes and I've just capped them for the time being. Not that they need it, but just in case. That's that all sorted and out of the way. I still need to obviously take the brackets off, strip that little bit of wall there, and I think what I'm going to have to do as well is actually cut out a bit of the skirting board where the unit's going to be, just so that they can go flat against the wall, because I'm going to be putting end panels on either side as well. So rather than cutting out the end panels, I can just have it flush against the wall. So I've decided to go for the 400 cupboards. So I've got them on click and collect order with B&Q. So I'm going to head over there shortly, swap them over, and then come back, get them built up, get the worktop sorted out, get the cooker section cut out of the worktop. I've also ordered some of the wrap, which I'm going to pick up for the worktop, so I can get that piece wrapped before the cooker actually goes on it, so it's a little less messing about. I'll go and pick that up shortly. Let me just show you the bedroom. So that's my bedroom, looking so much better now. It was worth doing it. And you'll probably think that's really random, just starting doing your bedroom in the middle of everything else, but because I'm going back to work, I didn't want to be waking up in the mornings trying to get ready in chaos. I wanted a nice space for when I wake up, just so that I'm a little bit more set up for the day. So because I am going back to work, the renovation vlogs obviously aren't going to be as regular, because obviously I'm going to be at work during the day, so I'm not going to be doing as much. but knowing what I'm like, I'll be doing loads in the evenings and weekends, but probably not for the first couple of weeks until I get into the swing of things again. So there's going to be quite a few other videos that are coming along rather than just the renovation vlog, so like haul videos. I'm going to have the pantry makeover. I think I'll finish the kitchen off in a full kitchen makeover video, so there won't be as much real-time renovation vlog stuff. I reckon it's probably going to be every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. We'll see how things go. So bearing that in mind, that I am about to go back into the office for the first time in, wow, a long time, because I was working from home for 2 years, then self-employed, so it will be the first time in a very, very, very long time that I've actually had to be in a place of work in the morning. So I'm not a morning person, so it's going to take its toll on me. So please bear with me with that. There will be videos, but if they're not posted, I still don't know what upload day is going to be best, whether it's going to be a Thursday or a Sunday. It will be one or the other, and just keep an eye on the community tab page for any updates. So it's now time for the project of the week. This week it's Vicky. She has sent in some photographs of the kitchen renovation that her and husband John did. They had a wall in between their kitchen and dining room, so this was taken out and then a new kitchen was fitted. Really opened up the space and given an integrated open plan dining kitchen area. So they fitted the kitchen themselves. The kitchen was from DIY Kitchens. They come already built up, and Vicky said that she would really recommend the company. The kitchen that I've got in here is actually from DIY Kitchens. I noticed when I was pulling some of the cupboards off the wall, so they are very sturdy. I'll probably take a look at that myself when I'm coming around to doing the kitchen. So they've done an absolutely fantastic job. The kitchen looks really nice, so well done to Vicky and John on your kitchen renovation. It looks absolutely fantastic, and your cats are all beautiful too. So thanks very much for sending that in, guys, and if you want to be featured in the project of the week in the renovation vlogs, make sure you send in your pictures before and after over to my email or over on Instagram. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.